Alrighty folks, here we are again. European Cup Hockey Men's Masters over 65 division. The first of the crossover games. Ireland in their fabulous and famous green, of course, and Wales in the white tops and black shorts. So let's see how we go here. It's an early morning start. It's a little bit cooler. Humidity is probably 80 or 90%, so it's still very humid, but it's better conditions than it has been. Umpires are checking with each other and the bench, and we're away. Ireland throws the ball back to Wales in a gentlemanly fashion, which is normal in this type of hockey. Wales are trying to come out wide, but that one option has been cut out. So he turns around and comes back and across. Bit of a mistrap there. Looked like it maybe rolled across the back of the stick, but let's play on. And there's a bit of a hospital pass, and he's managed to recover and he's going back again. And Wales is making it through the first line, passing it around and around, and Ireland's gradually creeping forward. Eddie O'Malley here, 27. He's cracking one long, he's found O'Malley's foot, and no advantage there. 10 and 53, white and green, having a bit of a tussle. Jess dives in there and tries to hijack your man, and that's off the Ireland stick. So back to the whites again. Oh, that's a lovely ball through the legs. Oh, Egner just lifts the ball up and over the stick. Oh, Wales are up on the edge of the 23 for the first time, and that's off his own foot. So he's still in the play the ball there. He's got to be careful here. He's actually got something on his hip, this fella, so it's probably some sort of a heart function monitor or some such like that. Maybe it's an insulin, auto insulin injector. So the guys at this age are having all kinds of problems, of course, medical wise, knees, hips, etc. They do have specific tournaments for people who have had body parts replaced. In Australia, for example, they had a knees and hips, which you had to have a new hip or a new knee in order to qualify. Now they've extended that to knees, hips, hearts and lung cancer, and people have had various amounts of each of those. That's turnover ball to Jess. He's going to come out here to O'Malley. He goes to collect it, misses it. Welsh guy still down. He got it the second time, but just didn't get enough on it. Bobbling ball, which makes it awkward. Dowie's jumped in there and he's thrown it away to O'Malley again, so he gets a bit more on this time. They let that one run through. Stapleton is going to come out wide here to Crazy Clarkey, and he's away down the side. Oh, Maradona Mick, he got a little bit of a touch on it, sent it onto the Welsh guy. So yeah, first touch for Maradona Mick. Okay, here we go. Crazy Clarkey, he's putting the bomb in, up and over the top. Oh, it's a mistrap. Oh, it's on. Oh my word! No whistle there. Umpire didn't like the look of that. Looked all right from here. Fabulous ball in. Yeah, Crazy Clarkey's got the ability to throw a 40-meter pass. Oh, that's a lovely ball down the line here. He tries to cut inside Collins, picks up the foot. Here comes Dowie on the run through, putting in a power of work. Wales marching up through the centre, so pretty even Steven so far, nothing much in it. He's come out on the far side. They're calling his player into position, and ball falls for green. They come back to the other side. There's danger here, but he's found Jess on this side. Jess got a fabulous goal yesterday to set up another wonderful goal. Horton's let that one run through, but there was nobody behind him. That's a grand ball out to the far side there, and Crazy Clarkey was on him like a seagull on a chip. Wales gets his feet around that one, so good body shape to receive. Good cut-out pass there to the far side. Looking a little bit awkward. That's up and into danger. Billy Dowie, fabulous take. Now to Robert Horton. Back to Jess. And flips it back inside to Horton. Oh, terrible stick check there. Oh, that's a lovely run from Stapleton into space. He lifted it up and away there, Maradona Mick. The tap through, and he's away into space himself. He's trying to cut it back where he should have really just turned over that ball, but anyway, the ball's down the other end, which Ireland would be happy about. And then Wales, of course, are coming straight back. Here they come, down the middle again. There's a great lead through, and he's managed to pick it up. It's running away under the umpire's feet. The umpire's trying to get out of the way, trying to find the sideline. There's Stuart Egner. He's got a player up here, he's got to hit him early, but he's walking up and walking up and walking up. Now he's gone through to Horton. He drew a couple of players in with him there. Stapleton again is finding a very nice channel there. There's space on that side. Out to Mick Ryan again. He's thrown it through, but couldn't see what happened there. Complex of players running in front of me, but it's Wales ball now regardless. The lifted trap looked like it may have been some sort of a foul, but it's obviously not because the umpire's on that side. Stapleton's having a better day. He's dribbling and tackling, but that one's gone over the side. Now Wales are having a good luck. He put that ball straight onto the stick. Horton's dived in there. Wales are going to have to recycle here if they're going to get any sensible possession, and that's what they've done. They're coming out here to the right hand side now. That's a lovely tackle. The umpire's giving it to White. That's alright, Robert, just get back. Right, there's a sight you don't often see mid-game. There's a goalkeeper in the corner here. Wales have blasted the ball downfield, and it's gone into that spare goal in the corner. So they're without a ball at the minute. Wales have decided that they'd rather blast the ball down here, relieve the pressure which was starting to build, and reset from a free out at this end of the park. They're lucky to get away with that one. Beat the first player. You don't get much space back here, and if you turn over the ball, of course, then you put your team in an awful lot of trouble. Matthews now on the far side. Always a bubbly, bouncy ball coming in. Egner's hit long to Curran. It's a good one. Comes all the way across to Jess. He picked it up on the reverse. On you! O'Malley there, protecting the ball. Oh. Right idea, poor execution. And now Wales have kicked the ball, so it's turned over to Ireland again. Quick restart. It's all business today. Both sides they came here to play, and they're going at it hard, that's for sure. Clark now being tracked, lifts it up there over the stick, out to O'Malley, looking for a bit of a 1-2 here. Stapleton bobbles all the way through. Curran was making a run to the outside. Ball went in behind him. Now he dives in there again, and then Collins picks up the slack. Almost a third party obstruction there from Eddie O'Malley as Collins came through. Dowie gets a good purchase on that one and sends him wide. Moved on again by Clark. So good movement here out to Maradona Mick. Unfortunately behind him, the Welsh player was closing down the space, so the pass went in behind. Okay, 4 minutes left in the first quarter here. It's been a grand start. These two sides have definitely come to play. They both feel they can get something out of this, so there's a bit of belief there. Dowie here screaming across the way, and he's just going to let that one rip. Yeah, sorry about that. Just had to lift the camera and jump out of the way. A lovely hit from Egner. All the way out there to Maradona Mick. He's reaching into that one. It's on the far side. Wales got a nibble. It's over the sideline, so that's gained 50 metres for Ireland. As they move up the park, the two fellas around the ball here, they need to make up their mind what they're doing. Clark. Yeah, and up the feet. Yes, first one. That's a deflection. It's in. Curran is fighting and he's attacking and he's won the short corner. That's the first one of the game. The crowd are happy, the bench is happy, but the Welsh people aren't happy, that's for sure. So it's been looking a bit more likely that Ireland was going to make something happen. They've had the lion's share of possession as the first quarters wore on. It's early days and there's a long way to go just yet. Let's see what they've got. There's a Clarkie, crazy Clarkie on the injection, just putting some water on the turf because this field tends to stick a little bit. He's doing the drag out, here he goes. He drags out, it's a good drag, there's a good trap. Curran, near post. Oh. Ball came in behind the player on the far post. Oh, here's a lovely ball through. Dowie's straight into the piece there. Jumped in front of his man, but popped it over the side as the Welsh player came through. Ball's gone missing again. So this is the third ball for this game so far. We don't lose that many balls when we play golf. I think he's trying to go over here, but that's danger for sure. Oh, lovely work from Collins there. Just little 3D stuff, and they've cleared out to the far side just to relieve the pressure as Wales advance down the field. They're looking quite dangerous at times, Wales. They're stringing some nice passes together and they're making good leads. They're certainly fighting the tussle. Oh, that one's running all the way through. Dowie's got one on his back here. He's going to have to move it. Stapleton turns. Just now loses it and then regathers it. Collins is looking. He's steady. He's gone out there to Maradona Mick, who's got a stick on it. It's bubbled over the side, however. Oh, that's a great ball there. Mick Ryan managed to lean out on the reverse side. He's on it again. Comes through. He's looking, pulls it inside. 40 seconds to go. There's a machine on the far side, it's concrete pumping, and it's just made a funny sound like a hockey hooter, and everyone stopped there for a second. But there's still 40 seconds to go on the clock. And eventually the Welsh players stepped over the ball, and just knocked it away here.
15 seconds!
Clarkie was looking for a bomb. He wanted to lift that up and over, but nobody knows running into the D. They've got to get this into the D. They've got to make something happen here. Oh, there's the hooter. End of the first quarter, 0-0. Start of the second half. Wales slow to take the field, but we've started now. A little bit shambolic. Sorry, not the second half, second quarter, I beg your pardon. Just cut in there with a reverse blade. Here's a bit of a tussle going on. It's off the feet from Clarkey. Curran. Triangles. Movement. Yes. They're stringing the passes together here. Ireland. That's up the foot again, is it? No, took the stick on the way through. So it's all looking a bit scrappy because there's so many people in the play the ball area, and they need to move it out from there, and that's what they've done now. And that's going to run all the way through. Dowie looks over his shoulder, he's got his man covered. Egner's back there, so 118, you can see he's made up a number here. So it's obviously another 18 on the field, so they've thrown the number 1 in front of the 18 to make it 118. You can't have two same numbers, obviously. Collins. Very steady. Curran. Stapleton. Back to Egner. Switching the side now. Matthews. Oh, Collins very steady. Jess now, the space over on the left hand side, but there's nobody in it. And it's Curran's gone to slap that ball. The Welsh stick has come in behind his and impeded the swing through, and hence the bobbly pass. And well, there's a really good solid trap down low and absolutely stopped dead from Wales. And Curran's leading his players up. He's calling them and he's encouraging them. Come on, come on. He's got Dowie to contend with, and Dowie's been in fine form. And he just shadows him over to the sideline, calling to Stapleton. Where's he going to go here? Goes to Collins, just gradually shades that ball, just takes the pace off it, comes back here. Egner, as Dowie was retreating back down the line, he's put it back in behind him, so his momentum's all in the wrong direction. So Welsh ball at the side. Another lovely bandana here we can see. With the Welsh dragon. He's looking over his shoulder, make sure he doesn't collect the camera with the end of his stick, which is very kind of him. Going through the middle here, but he's hit his own player with that one. It's not only lifted and dangerous, it's hit his own player. Egner's gone through, just let it ride. Stapleton is pushing his way through. That one's in front of O'Malley. He's not going to get that, and it's off down the other end of the field. So it's going 23-23 and beyond. As I say, it's a real tussle in the middle of the field. This one is a real arm wrestle, and you just feel that somebody's going to get a breakthrough shortly. It's just looking likely. There's Tim Hogg down here, the goalkeeper for Ireland for the second half. They share the goalkeeping responsibilities, the two keepers. Mad Dog Kiernahan goes the first half, and Tim Hogg goes a second. He's crashing this ball and he's hit O'Malley's stick and up over the sideline. 80 there, Martin waiting to retake the field. Cliff Martin had a couple of goals in the tournament so far. Been injured in the early part of the tournament, and he was only on the first game for 5 minutes. Managed to score himself a goal. And Horton leaned in there, but Wales have come away with it. He's overrunning the ball slightly here. There's a big call on the outside. Jess is scrambling to cover. The headband is looking up. He's crashed the ball far side, and there's players over there in space, and he's got space and time. There's a bit of a deflection there. Collins steady in the D, and he's cleared him out to the side. So nice attacking move there from Wales. Move it down the right hand side, draw the defence over, crash the ball back in the open space to the far side, and then enter the D. Big whistle there from the umpire. She's allowing play on. She's not pulling the ball back to the exact place it's been taken, which a lot of the umpires have been doing, and that tends to slow the play and break the momentum. But today there's been a real allowance to play the ball. Here's Dowie now. He can go left early. He'll find his player, which he does, which is Clark. Looked like he may have a hint of a back stick there as he went to collect that ball. Dowie's still over here and being given the ball. Here he comes again. Where's he going? He needs to find a player. He's missed the ball, and fortunately the opposition, the anti-skill, as Wakari Mascadao, he misses the ball. The opposition goes to hit the ball where it's not and hits the stick. You gotta love this game. And Dowie's run away now for Jess to take. And he lifts one right into the goal mouth, but the umpire's not happy. He's saying there might be danger in there, but nobody's closing down the guy within 5 metres. So it's that interpretation of the rule went out some while ago, but what can I say? Oh, let's turn over ball from Wales. A terrible mistake to give the ball away in that location. We're coming out wide here. It is Curran advancing down the field, and he's working it out to the side, looking for his player. He's found Jess, who's mistrapped. Collins there, he's going to go early, which he does. Clark now, crazy Clarky, where's he going? We've got a player over there, we can find him. Dowie's going back through the middle, which is where they want to be, driving down the guts. Horton has a big stick check as he comes through, and the headband has got him. No, he's lost it again, but Wales have emerged with the ball, and he decided to hit diagonally back across field again. So Wales have found these funny, very long balls. Collins there just picks up the pieces on the run through, and now Wales have run down the other end. They're going to be out of puff here in a minute. Martin was leaning towards the goal. Okay, Clark there. Oh, Clarky again. And back she goes. Collins. He's nice and steady. Collins. He doesn't get too excited. Matthews sort of lost the ball under his feet, but he's been given the ball. And the umpire, yes, everyone's thinking it's the other way, including Green. But the umpire has decided where it's going. It's thrown that ball into a player under pressure, which hasn't really helped. That's better. Now they're coming round with the triangles, and that's found a foot. So Ireland will have another chance to work their way out of trouble here. They've got all the players on one side. They really need to be over here, at this side of the park, which is gradually what they're doing. They're working their way across. And there's a stick check, and Jess is away here on one of his little jaunts. He steps over one, he's got to reach like an albatross. He's rolled it forward. Martin, he's missed the ball. Oh, he's missed the ball. He's watching, and as he turned, as he was trying to receive, the ball went under his stick. Very good take. Oh yeah, and he's bobbled the ball up over the Irish stick. Now he's got it away, so a couple of good passages of play there from Wales. Running through the middle to find his space here. Jess is running back, and he's done a power of work, and he's managed to re-secure that ball, which is looked like a bit of a stick check there, but he did the main work of getting there. Oh, now it's Wales. He did the main work of getting there. Oh, and now it's Wales. Oh, a short corner given. Wales hacked the Irish stick on the run through. Yep, but it's not going to change now. So first short corner for Wales. Bit of a scramble there. They did all the work of chasing back, and then Wales managed to get the benefit of the decision in front of goal. I don't know why Wales might be complaining to the umpire. They look like they're still complaining 1-1-8. I mean, it certainly looked like it was a foul by Wales. But you could have blown for another offence. May have been an obstruction or some other thing. good out, good trap, shot on target, and it's up and away. Boblin does a huge swing and a miss there. There's a lovely ball through for Martin. There's it back to O'Malley. Where's he going? There's not enough green shirts here at the moment. He's coming all the way across park, but that was never going to work. Martin's worked his way back and intercepted. Very good work from him. Dowie back to Jess. He's done a couple of staggering runs, and that's off the Welsh foot, so they're going to get it back again, Ireland. Yep. 1-2. And we're trying to go short little passes here, but Wales have stepped in and taken it. The umpire's getting under the players' feet again. Now they come back. The headband is doing the same move they've done before, so that's obviously the way they go, the way they roll. But they first timed that over the back line, so get out of jail free card for Ireland, and poor execution by Wales to just give over such easy possession there. Jess picks him up on the reverse stick, backs into his player. Umpire blows against, and they're away. Dowie steps in and takes control. The headband fires one in. Mad Dog Kinahan, and it's away. Oh, the umpire should be blowing. That's danger. Okay, bobbling, bouncing ball there, so whistle. Umpires telling the player don't step in front of the ball when they're taking a free hit, so they're stepping within the 5 to try and intimidate the opposition. And so the umpire at the far end, he said no more of that. Robert Horton now, and he's away. He's turning his player inside out, slides it across here for Clark. Richard Clark back to Horton and off the Welsh foot, but no, play on. And he's turning around. The Welsh flag has it. There's a lovely ball through. They're just running away there. Egner's going to watch that one over the back line. Lovely ball through from Wales. That was out quickly there. Hollings. There's a shove in the back again. And out he comes to O'Malley. Oh dear. There's a big collision here. A couple of them have gone down. Horton's laid a stick on the ground. The Welsh guys run straight over the top of it. The umpires are coming in. I'm not sure what they're going to make of this. And Horton's got a yellow card here. And that's made it hard on his player. Put it onto the reverse stick, which made the next pass difficult. Clark's turning them inside out. There's sticks and bodies getting involved all around the field here. It's pretty physical out there for sure.
Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold the line.
And some of the players are blowing really hard here. It's been a frantic start Just a minute to go now in the first half. Oh, that's gone straight to the Welsh player again. Oh, poor skill again from Wales. Clarkey steps in over the top of his player and wins the free, protects the ball well. He's a good solid player, Clarkey. Wales now, they're looking for one last attack before the half time. There's 30 seconds, that'll be the end of the play.
20 seconds, guys, 20!
He's trying to crack this one into the D. It's gone straight in, so the Ireland players let it run through, knowing that it hadn't gone 5. And you can hear that machine in the background again, making a hoot just before the half-time. It's very confusing for the players out here. And there is the half-time hooter, so Ireland 0, Wales 0 half-time in this first crossover game. Okay, second half about to start. Wales ball. Up and back to Ireland. Bobbly ball. Runs through. Crazy Clarkey. Hits the stick and knocks it clean out of his hands. Maradona Mick miscontrols on the trap there. And it's run all the way through. Yeah, moving it around to Dowie and out to the far side. Nobody over there, it's out and over the sideline. And looks like Ireland are not pressing now. Looks like they're probably just happy to burn that extra couple of minutes off the clock until they're back to their full contingent. They've got the yellow card, which is sitting heavy on Robert Horton after his clash in the middle of the field before with the headband from Wales. A lovely take from Collins there on the run, a bouncing ball on the run, never easy. Back to Dowie, and he's coming all the way back around to Egner. And Crazy Clarkey's coming out here, picked it forward to Matthews. He's lost it under his feet. It's a bit sticky, this pitch, and your feet get caught up sometimes, and the ball runs and bobbles. He's looking for a long hit here, and it's off the Ireland player and off and over the sideline. Wales throw it back, first time ball across the middle, 32. He's got a player out on his left, which he's going to use, and he does. Crazy Clarkey's on him. He's running it back through to the centre of the park and switches back left to his player who's arrived into the space he left behind. Curran now closing down this centre back, and he's come wide again. So Wales are attacking down this left hand side. Crazy Clarkey just steps inside here, puts the ball through to Maradona Mick, and he's flicked one through here, and Curran's onto this, and he's managed to get a stick on it. There's a bit of a tussle going on. Comes out here to Maradona Mick. Now where's he going? He's going to take his own little jaunt here. It's away, and he's put it into Horton, who's taken the park again, and Ryan on the run through there. It was a beautiful 1-2 situation. I think he's run 75 metres or so there, Mick Ryan, and so by the end of it he didn't have the oomph left in the legs to be able to execute and get onto that ball, which has run over the back line. But Ireland are back to their full contingent of 11 players now, so they should be happy about that. And there's a missed trap by 2 players, both in competition with each other. And the ball comes back across the middle here, and lovely step from Richard Clark. He's got a good bit of style to him. He's tried to go forward there. He's hit the underneath of his stick and run off to the side.
What's the line, Nick? We'll put the post down. Andy, you should be inside that man, not outside him. Nick, the line! Nick, the line! The line! Andy's got that one. That's it,
Horton's not happy with that, but he better keep his mouth shut. It's gone all the way across the park. And unfortunately for Wales, their player got a stick in it just by the sideline and off his stick and over the sideline. You can see how desperately unhappy he is with himself. But that happens sometimes. Egner's spinning over the ball and drawing his player, and then tries to put it onto foot, misses it. And Wales have thrown the ball straight back in. Crazy Clarkey nips it around his player, hits off of Ryan's foot as he goes to receive. So number 8 now for Wales is decided to go back and around. Cliff Martin tries to get a nibble on that one. He knew where he was going, he had the direction right, he just couldn't get to it. And now Wales have turned over the ball here. Here's Richard Clark. He passes it back through to Robert Horton. He's had a rest, so he should be able to. Curran now. It's Ryan now, and then Horton tries to go through the player, it didn't go through. Wales are claiming that one as Ireland looking a bit bewildered. But, the umpire didn't indicate. And that's off the Welsh foot, but not given. Egner steps in and takes control. So it's off the Welsh foot. Matthews with another stick check, and this time the umpire's reaching into a pocket here. It's green. The continual stick checks, continual bad tackles, and players are getting very agitated. Clarkey goes over the top and throws one into the D. Umpire said whistle's not gone, so take it back. A fabulous ball there from Clarkey. You can see from the halfway line, it landed on the edge of the D. There's the whistle now, so it's play on.
One high! One high!
Dowie. That's it, one touch pass. Wales are playing the half-court press here. That's off the foot. They're driven forward. Matthews now bobbles it in. Foot hit on the way again. The benches are screaming at their players from both sides. There's obviously a lot of bragging rights on offer for this one. It's been tight between these two teams of recent past, and now the 5 metres been taken already as Richard Clark plays and bursts his way through, and the players are obstructing him, and the umpire's not blowing anything. I don't know what you've got to do, but that's the way it is. Strangely enough, the other umpire from all the way down the other end decides that he can see the foul. Anyway, that's a very handy player, the headband here, the Welsh flag. And Eddie O'Malley's jumped in there, took the stick before he took the ball. Well, umpire's got a good sense of humour here at least, so that's good. That's a lovely take on the reverse. And he's first timed it away there to his player on the far side, but put it in behind him. Horton now receives and turns. O'Malley's on the burst. Matthews goes back here to Clarkey. Oh, that's going to go out there. Cliff Martin on the burst down along the back line there, looking dangerous. That's a back stick, not given. Matthews got something on, it's going to run over the sideline for a Welsh ball.
Look for it! Look for it!
Drills one long. Good lead from number 10. He got a nibble on it, not enough to take sufficient pace off the ball, and it's run over the back line for an Ireland free. They get a quick start. Clark gets it, rides one challenge, rides another challenge. The Welsh guy's gone down here, so this isn't looking good. No whistle from the umpire. The umpire's saying what? Yeah, he hasn't blown the whistle, so it's play on. Clark's saying surely we should stop and check on the player, but anyway. Wales had put that ball over the back line. Eddie O'Malley was up there waiting behind his player, so safety first. And now he's gone to Cliff Martin in the far corner. Stapleton's worked his way up there now. And Dowie's up in attendance. And he's getting stick checked as he goes. He manages to get it away. Oh, there's Clark on the burst. He's won that one. He shoved the player off the ball. Oh. And the umpire's given it.
Give it to Richard! Give it to Richard!
Matthews, diagonally into the D. There's a couple of players in there, didn't make it through. A lot of white shirts. There's a missed trap, and the ball's run under the Welsh foot. They obstructed. Oh, the umpire's giving it the other way. He's trying to slot the ball through here. Number 10 again, he's charging on that one, but there's no way in the world he's ever going to get anywhere near that. So 10 out of 10 for effort. Clark tries to lift one over the top. He's regathered though, he's laid the flat stick. The players tried to shove him off the ball, but that's not going to work where Clark is concerned. They tried to go over the top again, and this time, after a couple of attempts, Ireland have regathered. Matthews has come back inside, there's a missed trap there, but it's going to fall for O'Malley on the far side. and the Wales player has backed into his man, his opposition there, Keith Jess. Oh, it's coming back over here for the restart. Stapleton arrives as the ball arrives, but he's behind his player, so gives away the free. Wales restart, looking square again. O'Malley in attendance. There's a deflection, it's wide of target. Tim Hogg now in goal for Ireland. Change of keeper at half time. Red and yellow pads, you can see down there. Collins off the foot, but play on. Egner's running the ball here. I'm not sure where he's going. He's hit it. Oh, umpire's playing on, and that's in behind the Welsh guy again, and out and over the sideline. 1-2, and it's triangle there. Collins, oh. He hit the ball and he hit it off the Irish leg, but the umpire didn't like the approach. I think he's a bit strange. So it's fallen to Ireland. It looked like it was play on from here, and that's hit long to a lead out from Robert Horton. It's only away to the side, so Ireland will march up the field. Wales are going to have to drop all the way back. So you can see the energy is draining out of these players now with a minute and a half to go in the third quarter. It's been played at a pretty frantic pace for guys of this age, where the youngest one of them would be 65, and you know, it's a 65 to 70 year age group, or 65 to 69 anyway. Andy Matthews now. Wales regathered on the halfway line, and the players have streamed forward. They've got support, but he's had his pocket picked from Matthews. He goes to Ryan, who tries to collect the ball, but it was bouncing and on his reverse side, so it's bobbled over the sideline. It's a funny sort of a reverse drag. He must be a left-hander. It's a right-handed game, of course, hockey, and it's in off the foot. That's run away in front of Jess there. They were trying to get one last attack as Sean Curran was screaming for the ball up in the D with just the last remaining seconds of the quarter. And there we have it, 0-0. Henry Brown back on the field on the far side. Clark's gone to slide the ball through and caught the turf. Nice work, Collins. Henry Brown now. They've been charged down by a player. Falling back across the middle for Maradona Mick, and he's coming into the D here. He's put it through his player. He's got another one to beat, but he can't get there. Oh, Keith Jess there with a little touch, just enough to put it onto the foot.
Get high! Back, Richard! Richard, you gotta get back, Richard!
Wales come out wide to the side.
Come on, striking back, Henry! To the forwards, have the right back, we can't have everybody down there.
Yeah, up the Ireland foot and away for the Welsh hit. A very handy player, that big centre half there for Wales. There he goes again, it's deflected, it's in the back of the net. A very handy player, that big centre half there for Wales. There he goes again, it's deflected, it's in the back of the net. Wow.
Set up!
Oh, Wales 1, Ireland 0. Straight down the guts.
Come on, get in front, Adrian!
The forward just laid the stick on the open side and deflected it into the goal.
5 minutes! 5 minutes! Keep the shape! Don't dive! Come on, Zeddy! Come on, you better!
Oh, Jess now is going on one of his jaunts, but it's Billy Dowie, he picks up the scraps. Richard Clark drops it back to Crazy Clarky. He's coming out wide here to the side. And he puts one up high, caught in the hook of the stick as it went, so it didn't go where he wanted. Wales has gathered. No one in that space over there, but it is going to relieve the pressure on Wales. They're just trying to hold hard for 3 or 5 minutes, because it's always a dangerous time when you've scored a goal. It's always a dangerous time. Oh, there's another stick check on the way through. Just goes over the top and has come out here to Matthews. Clark tries to throw one in, but no foul given. There he is, 27, the danger man. Ireland have got numbers here. Rolls it out to Matthews. We've got Green in the D. Robert Horton now, what's he going to do? It's up a foot, it's dangerous for sure. Yeah, it's up and it's danger, so 3 out. Oh, Horton, back to the stick, the umpire said.
Who's right wing? Who's right wing?
He's gone diagonal all the way across the field. He had a call from over there, 29, but he is 10 or 15 metres back behind the ball. It's a nice pass through the inside channel. Clark comes out to Curran, who's back on the field again. Martin's leading back here. Curran again's come through, cut out his player. The Welsh players come in here. Horton's getting shoved around the place.
Sorry about that. Yeah. Make sure it's 5. Catch it, your mind.
AD, come in. Come in. Come in.
Think about it, Peter. Think about it, Peter.
AD. Come on.
Well, Wales are trying to do the same thing again. So the inside channel, they had a player arriving there. Not enough pace on the ball that time. They've shifted it back to the other side now. Jess has dropped back. Clark. Well, the umpire's shouting stop tapping the stick, but you'd be really better off giving a green card. Curran gets a tap. Oh, and now there's going to be a card. He only just told them. So now Ireland has a slight advantage for the next 2 minutes.
Patience! Patience! He's excited, come on!
Matthews underneath his stick, and 32 retakes the field after he served his penalty. That ball's up in the air. Umpire's playing on, it's danger, so. It's a nice little lift there. Clarky misses it and it runs away off to the side here.
You're on the left. Come on, guys. It's my way. AD looking.
It's well taken by 10. The Wales ball. Horton and Brown retake the field. Mick Ryan as well in the forwards. Maradona Mick. Wales scrambling to lean in and recollect that ball. We're trying the same thing again through that inside channel, looking for the right post and pick up a deflection. He just goals, you'll ever score, apart from the tapping on the far side. So just under 7 minutes, and Wales are leading 1-0. Oh, the ball's run out.
Yep, where you are, perfect.
Yeah, Gary's right midfield. John O'Reilly's in the middle.
A huge shove in the back here. Horton's in the wards again. The players are running into the back of him. And 29 breaking down play. 2 minutes. They've been warned recently. Oh, the umpire's upgraded that 2 minute to a 5 minute yellow. So there's only 5:50 on the clock. That's the end of him.
Get away! Get away! Turn, Suki, turn! Suki, turn!
We're waiting for the umpire's whistle. Yep. Just lifted slightly into the player.
Step in front! Step in front!
Dowie pushes the ball there. And that's free out.
Adrian! Two forward!
Obstruction.
To move across together. Tell Steve he's rolling off.
Well, straight into Horton's stick. Clark lifts one in, flicked away. Pressure's building. Ireland scored a goal in the last minute yesterday to take the win over Spain 3-2. Can they reproduce that kind of form today? There's Jess, now to Matthews, flicks it in to Horton. Must have picked up a foot on the way. Wales. Brown goes off for Curran. Oh, Collins missed that one, the bouncing ball. Agner's got to do something here. He's in the D. What's he going to do? He's trying to release a shot here. He manages to get something on it. There's players diving in front of him for the near post. 118 is on the ground, but the ball didn't come. But they did get a long corner.
Just keep moving, Rob. Just keep moving on the line.
Ireland really need to start moving this ball a bit quicker. Clark now comes long. He's got a couple of players up here. Maradona Mick leans in. Wales get the ball away.
We've got 10. You don't have a left forward. You've got to keep driving. Right to the straight. Right, let's move across. Protect the centre. Protect the centre.
Jess now pushes it through and runs onto it. Here he comes, he's going to go another one of his bounce storm. He runs his round the back. There's a stick check on the way through. Sounded like a tap there, but nothing given.
Yours.
27's dropped back to defend now. Wales' best player, Agner's laid a stick on the reverse side to try and grab a hold of that and reintroduce it, but unfortunately he bounced off the stick and over the sideline.
Keep your shape. Keep your shape.
Just over 2 minutes, the Welsh coach is on the sideline screaming, keep your shape. It's been a real arm wrestle, this one. Well, they just hit the ball downfield, hit it to nothing. Whether they're happy just to let Ireland try and work the ball out of there. And comes across to Crazy Clark, he progresses down the field. Matthews is up here. Curran's in behind him, so he's got a couple of players there. Clark, he picks it up, lays it across to Clark. Back to Dowie. Needs to come back right again. Yes, that's the way to do it. Matthews now.
Move again, lead away for each other.
And Wales are throwing it away. There's a minute on the clock. Hit the stick and drilled it out of his hand. And that's the end of the game. It's been a hard-fought game all the way round. Wales 1, Ireland 0.